Some people have already decided you must disappear, and they will never send you the memo when someone wants you erased. The 6 hidden stages of psychological elimination. Most people who dislike you will simply keep their distance, but a rare few don't want distance. They want deletion, not of your body. That's too loud, too traceable. They want the slow, clean removal of your reputation, your relationships, your peace, your future, your name from people's mouths while you're still walking around. The truly perceptive feel it before they can prove it. A coldness that has nothing to do with temperature. A quiet hostility that sharpens every time you breathe easier. Today you're going to learn the exact 6-stage playbook people use when they have decided you must fall, and the Stoic countermeasures that make their entire strategy collapse. This is not about paranoia. This is about pattern recognition. Awareness is the first and last line of defense. Let's begin. Stage 1, the whisper campaign. They kill your name before they ever raise their voice. There is a species of enemy that never confronts. They whisper, and whispers travel farther than screams ever could. They don't spread outright lies. Outright lies can be sued, disproven, traced. They spread probability, doubt, and concern. I'm not saying she's dishonest, but I've noticed money disappears when she's around. He's charming, but something about him makes my skin crawl. I probably shouldn't repeat this, but several people have said they don't feel safe around him lately. Notice the linguistic fingerprints. Always people are saying, never a single traceable name. Always, I'm worried about you, never I accuse you. Always wrapped in caring tone while delivering a slow-acting venom. They choose their targets with surgical precision. The one co-worker who influences the boss, the mutual friend everyone trusts, the family member who repeats everything at dinner. One seed per garden, watered just enough to grow. You'll feel the effects long before you see the source. Suddenly, someone you've known for years looks at you differently. A colleague hesitates before sharing information they used to volunteer. An old friend stops inviting you to the group chat. You ask what's wrong and they say, nothing. But their body has already moved half a step back. That half step is the proof. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, Book 6, "If someone speaks ill of you, live so that no one will believe them." He wasn't being naive. He was giving battlefield instructions. Your daily conduct is the only antidote that works when the poison has no fingerprints. Real examples I've seen. A manager lost a promotion because 3 separate people heard he was looking for another job. He wasn't. A woman lost her entire friend circle after one person started saying, "I just want you to be careful. She only keeps people around when she needs something." A young man was labeled aggressive after someone retold a private vent session with the emotional volume turned up 300%. All 3 victims made the same mistake. They chased the rumor and begged people to believe them. That only made them look desperate and unstable. The poison spread faster. How to identify stage 1 with absolute certainty? The attacker is never present when the damage surfaces. They speak in emotional tone, never verifiable facts. The same half-sentence appears in 3 different mouths within 2 weeks. When you gently ask, "Who exactly said that?" they reply with a soft smile and, "Oh, I don't want to get anyone in trouble." They never risk their own reputation to damage yours. They borrow everyone else's mouth. Stoic protection protocol. Stage 1. Expanded. Never defend emotionally in public. That is exactly the instability they are trying to manufacture. Ask innocent, curious questions that force sources into the open. That's strange. Who told you that? I'd love to clear it up with them directly. Most whispers die the moment they have to stand in sunlight. Start a private, dated log of every odd shift you notice. Patterns become visible in writing. Double your consistency and kindness in public. Let your actions become so loud that whispers sound ridiculous by comparison. Quietly strengthen alliances with people who have seen you under pressure. First-hand experience beats second-hand gossip every time. Starve them of new material. Become selectively boring about your private life. Mantra: repeat until it's reflex. My reputation is not theirs to write unless I hand them the pen, and I will never hand them the pen. If someone is systematically murdering your name in the dark, they have already declared total war. This is stage 1, and catching it here saves everything that comes after. Stage 2, the isolation play. They cut every rope before they push you off the cliff. A person who merely dislikes you avoids you. A person who wants you erased needs you alone. Isolation is the oldest military tactic in existence. Separate the target from allies, supplies, and hope. Then strike at leisure. They don't kidnap your friends. They poison the well one drop at a time. Classic moves. To your best friend. I'm only telling you this because I care about her, but she's been talking behind your back. To your sibling. He's changed. I don't recognize him anymore. I just don't want you to get hurt. To your partner. I've seen this pattern before. People like him drain everyone around them. They never sound vicious. They sound heartbroken on your behalf. The result is surgical. People don't fight you. They simply drift. One cancels plans, then another, then another. You send a text and it sits on red for 3 days. You walk into a room and the conversation dips for half a second, just long enough for you to feel it. You start wondering if you're imagining things. That doubt is part of the design. Seneca warned in his letters. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality, but some people make sure both become the same thing. Real stories. A woman lost her entire friend group of 15 years because one person spent 6 months worrying aloud about her mental health to each member individually. A talented employee became that guy nobody wants on the team after someone started saying, "I'm not sure he's a cultural fit," to every new hire. A teenager was slowly frozen out of his friend circle after one manipulator convinced everyone the teen had been secretly recording conversations. How to identify stage 2 without doubt. The same name keeps appearing in the background of every new distance. Friends who used to finish your sentences now say, "I don't know," when asked what's wrong. The attacker positions themselves as the helpful mediator, while you drift further into the cold. People start sentences with, "I heard," instead of, "You told me." Stoic protection protocol, stage 2, full version. Pause every urge to confront publicly. Panic is oxygen to this fire. Pick 2 or 3 relationships that have survived real storms with you and invest radical private honesty. No middlemen, no screenshots, no explanations. Become selectively unreachable. Stop volunteering emotional updates to anyone who might resale them. Begin building parallel circles the attacker cannot infiltrate. New gym, new hobby group, new professional network. Redundancy is armor. Watch who celebrates your new connections and who suddenly worries about them. That reaction tells you everything. Mantra. I refuse to be pushed into silence by orchestrated loneliness. My circle is mine to protect, not theirs to prune. Stage 2 ends when you look around and realize the room has emptied, and one person is always standing exactly where your friends used to be, wearing a look of gentle concern. Stage 3, the provocation game. They want you to lose control in front of the exact audience that matters. If they can make you explode, scream, cry, or slam a door just once in front of the right people, they never have to lift a finger again. You will have handed them the edited clip of your own downfall. They study you the way a boxer studies footage. They catalogue every sore spot. Your parents, your insecurities, your biggest fear, the one time you were betrayed. Then they poke, never hard enough to justify a counterpunch, always hard enough to make you bleed internally. Examples you'll recognize: you're being too sensitive. It was just a joke. After a calculated insult. Why are you getting so defensive? I'm trying to help. Repeating something you said in confidence, slightly twisted, in front of people whose opinion you care about. They engineer the perfect double bind. Stay silent. See how he shuts down, so cold. Speak up. Look how aggressive he gets when challenged. Epictetus cut straight to the bone. Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. He can anger you only if you permit yourself to be disturbed by him. How to identify stage 3 with zero ambiguity. Provocation spikes when specific witnesses are present. They monitor your face like a poker player waiting for a tell. Every joke lands on an old wound. They store your reactions like ammunition for later. Stoic protection protocol. Stage 3, battle-tested. The moment you feel the heat rise, silently label it. This is deliberate provocation. Game recognized. Slow your breathing to a 4-second inhale, 4-second exhale. Your body cannot escalate while you do this. Respond with the shortest possible sentence delivered in the lowest possible volume, or better yet, silence plus a calm stare that says, "I see exactly what you're doing." Physically remove yourself within 10 seconds. No speech, no explanation, no closure. Debrief privately later. Never give them the live reaction they ordered. Mantra, say it in your head while looking them in the eye. You do not get to rent space inside my nervous system, least denied. When you refuse to hand them the emotional explosion they paid for, their entire investment turns to smoke. That is victory without violence. Stage 4, the hidden celebration. Your pain is their quiet dopamine hit. This is the darkest stage to witness because it's almost invisible. Normal human beings feel empathy when someone they know suffers. Their shoulders drop, their voice softens, their eyes dim. These people do the opposite for a fraction of a second. Pupils dilate, the corners of the mouth lift, breathing slows with relief. Then the mask slams back down and the performance of concern begins. You lose a deal. Well, maybe it wasn't meant to be, said with a lightness that feels wrong. You get sick. They suddenly have all the time in the world to talk. Your relationship collapses. They're the first to text, "I'm here if you need me," collecting details like souvenirs. Musonius Rufus, the Stoic most people have never read, said, "Many do not hate us. They hate the light we cast when we are whole." Your brightness reminds them of their own eclipse. How to identify stage 4 beyond doubt. Their energy rises exactly when yours crashes. They never defend you in absence, but they catalogue your setbacks with photographic memory. Good news from you is met with immediate subject changes. Bad news is met with follow-up questions that feel like poking a bruise. Watch their face in the first 2 seconds after you share bad news. The micro-celebration betrays them every time. Stoic protection protocol. Stage 4. Stop volunteering struggle updates to anyone who has ever shown this flicker. Share victories loudly with safe people and silently with everyone else. Begin a deliberate grey rock policy. Become selectively boring about your emotional life. Test them once. Share a small fabricated setback and watch their reaction in slow motion. The body cannot lie. Mantra. Your relief at my pain is the clearest confession you will ever make. Thank you for removing all doubt. Stage 4 is the moment you realize some people don't want you dead. They want you diminished so their own reflection looks taller. Stage 5, the control web. They don't want to defeat you. They want to own the remote control to your soul. Manipulation never walks in wearing a villain cape. It arrives in the clothes of love, loyalty, or brutal honesty. Favorite weapons: guilt. After everything I've done for you. Gaslighting. That never happened. You're remembering it wrong. Future faking. I'm the only one who will ever truly understand you. Conditional kindness. Warmth today, ice tomorrow. Warmth again the moment you try to leave. They train you like a dog. Step out of line. Punishment, silent treatment, rage, tears. Step back in line, reward, sudden affection. After enough cycles, you police yourself. Seneca wrote, "No one is free who is not master of himself, and many of us hand over the keys without noticing." Real cases. A partner who convinced their spouse they were too emotional for years Turns out the spouse was reacting to constant subtle sabotage. A parent who made every achievement feel like a debt that could never be repaid. A friend who positioned themselves as the only one honest enough to criticize, while isolating the target from anyone who offered praise. How to identify stage 5. Boundaries produce emotional explosions followed by blame. Look what you made me do. They rewrite shared history until you question your sanity. They discourage relationships with anyone who sees you clearly. Your nervous system is on high alert around them, even when nothing bad is happening. Stoic Protection Protocol, Stage 5, Escape Sequence. Name it internally the instant it happens. This is manipulation, not connection. State 1, clear boundary, once, calmly, without justification or negotiation. If they escalate, that is your final confirmation. Walk immediately. Go full information blackout. No updates, no explanations, no closure paragraphs. Rebuild your memory palace. Journal every real event while it's fresh, so gaslighting cannot take root. Mantra: I do not negotiate with emotional terrorists. My mind is not a timeshare. Stage 5 collapses the moment you stop mistaking captivity for closeness. Stage 6, the remorseless escalation. Normal people hurt you, feel bad, adjust. These people hurt you, measure the wound, sharpen the knife, and return. Their apologies are theater. I'm sorry you feel that way. I said sorry, what more do you want from me? I wouldn't have to do this if you didn't make me. When you heal, they escalate. When you set distance, they hoover with Oscar-worthy warmth. The moment you reopen the door, the cycle restarts at higher voltage. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations 11:18, How many have plundered your life while you were unaware, taking not money but years, peace, dignity, and hope. How to identify stage 6 with final certainty. The same harmful behavior repeats after you have explicitly, calmly explained the pain it causes. Remorse lasts exactly until the next opportunity presents itself. Your growth triggers their worst behavior, not pride or happiness. They punish boundaries and reward compliance. Stoic Protection Protocol, Stage 6, the only one that works. Accept the data. Patterns are prophecy. Hope is not a strategy. Disappear without announcement. Explanations are new material. Block every channel, phone, socials, mutual friends who carry water. Never return, even when the apology is perfect. The cycle is the truth. The apology is marketing. Reclaim the energy you spent on them and invest it in people who never required a warning label. Mantra: I do not owe my future to someone who enjoyed destroying my past. The door closes from the inside. This is the final stage. When someone reaches stage 6, the game is no longer about winning arguments or proving points. It is about whether you still have a self left to salvage. The Stoic Elimination Detector. 3 questions that never fail. Ask these about any person, any time. 2 yes answers. Treat as active threat. Do they gain status, relief, or resources when I lose? Do they become calmer, lighter, or more energized when I suffer? Do they escalate the moment I begin to heal or set boundaries? The Stoic 4T response framework, your lifelong reflex. See, clearly name what is happening. Sabotage, provocation, manipulation. Breathe. 4-second inhale, 4-second exhale. Reclaim your body before you respond. Think, is this in my control? If not, withdraw every drop of energy. Detach. Quietly reduce access, information, emotion, availability. Detachment is not cruelty. It is oxygen. Final truth. The Stoics did not teach peace because the world is soft. They taught peace because they walked daily among smiling assassins who wore the faces of friends, colleagues, even family. You have just walked through the entire playbook of human darkness disguised as normal relationships. Most people only recognize it after the autopsy of their own life. But you recognize it now while there is still time. From this moment forward, observe more than you speak, protect more than you prove, detach faster than you defend. And never again hand the keys to your peace to someone who has already decided you do not deserve to keep it. Your calmness will feel like violence to those who were counting on your chaos. Stay aware, stay dangerous in your stillness, and walk away the moment you see the pattern. Because some people don't need a second chance. They need a permanent consequence. They smile when you cry,